guys, and welcome to today's fun video, and I'm excited to see you all. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And in this video we are gonna talk about party perfumes, and they all are inspired by different cocktails. I'm super excited about this one, but before I get started I want to thank my ex-colleague Steffi, with whom we worked on Fragrantica's German website, for putting this brand that is called the Library of Fragrance on my radar, because it is super cool and it consists out of over 300 different perfumes that are inspired by everyday objects and experiences. So literally they have so many cool perfumes, starting from single notes like top, middle and base notes, and they have just different fragrances inspired by memories and experiences, and they have different olfactive families and just super fun perfumes. They all are simple and wearable, easy to understand. They are not super complex, but you can have fun with them by layering all of them. And for the first ever The Library of Fragrance video, I decided to review their selection of party perfumes that are inspired by different cocktails. Obviously there are many more cocktail fragrances in their library than these 5, but I picked the ones that sounded most interesting to me. And before I get started, I would like to know, what is your favorite cocktail? Please comment down below, and I bet it is available on their official website. The link to it you'll find down below in the description box. Feel free to check them out. They have a really cool website, and it is just so much fun to browse through it and find the craziest and the funniest fragrances ever. So with that being said, let's get started with probably my favorite cocktail ever. But I want to make a disclaimer that I'm not the biggest fan of alcohol. Like, I started drinking, sipping cocktail here and there when I was 16, and then a few years later I completely stopped consuming alcohol at all. Right now I can have a cocktail occasionally here and there, but it happens only in a couple of months. Anyway, my favorite cocktail of all times is, can you guess, you guys, what that is? What do you think Yana might enjoy the most in the alcohol range? Well, that is gin tonic. Yeah, you guys, gin tonic is my favorite cocktail. I can't help it. It just tastes so unique. And normally I'm not the biggest fan of juniper, piney smelling stuff. But there is something so special about gin tonic. It's just like so bitter and different from any kind of alcohol, actually. So the story of gin tonic is actually cool too. So in the 12th century, records reveal the distillation of the producer of what we call gin was practiced for medical purposes at Salerno Medical School. By the late 1680s, Dutch exports of gin exceeded to 10 million gallons a year. By the 1720s, gin madness spread through London as an escape from the brutal life of the nascent working class. Dram Shop's advertisement said, "Drunk for a penny, dead drunk for 2 pence, and a straw for nothing." I really like that. So in the 1750s, Londoners consumed 11 million gallons of gin per year. The tide turns in 1751, when the Tippling Act was passed by Parliament, and the beginning of the end of gin madness started. The act eliminated small gin shops and left the distribution of gin to larger distillers and retailers. Within a few years, consumption was down to 2 million gallons per year, and the quality of gin improved. Gin's position in Britain moves up as it grows drier and more refined, and gin is on its way to becoming a gentleman's drink. So probably there is no surprise that I adore gin, because it's a gentleman's drink and I love gentlemen. And yes, I love this fragrance. It smells clean, it smells dry, it smells of citruses. It doesn't smell a lot of pine, which I don't mind, and I think it is a great refreshment for heat, for the time when it is really hot, and actually everyday wear for men and women. This is actually one of my favorites from them. It's just like so easygoing, and it smells like clean. I mean, you guys, it smells like, you put on a really clean, freshly washed clothes in a very hot environment. So I really recommend you that one if you like how clean and citrusy it sounds. But something on gourmand side that is also inspired by an alcohol drink is Irish cream. And to be honest with you, I've never tasted Irish cream. However, I really love Bailey's. I mean, like, that liquor is undescribably beautiful and delicious and creamy. So I decided to give this one a go, and I really love it. It's also one of my favorites. And in here I smell the booziness. I mean, like, it's so good. It's creamy. It's caramelly. It's smooth. It's intoxicating, you guys, and it is warm, so it's great for colder weather and people who prefer sweeter type of cocktails. And also, like, the texture is not watery, it's more like creamy, you know. So I like that one. It also smells a little bit like a dessert, but thanks to that booziness in the opening, it reminds you of a cocktail too. And the next one that I decided to try is Caipirinha. I actually really like mojito and Caipirinha, and this one is obviously inspired by Brazil's national cocktail, which is made with cachaça. I hope I don't mispronounce it. And it is a distinctive local Brazilian liquor made from fresh sugarcane juice. And this fragrance smells citrusy for sure. It smells sweet too. It smells cocktaily. It smells like fun, like literally it smells like summer, you guys. Maybe with a hint of mint, which is super sweet too, but it doesn't smell of alcohol. So I assume it is a non-alcoholic Caipirinha, which I personally don't mind, because as I've told you, there was a time when I didn't like the taste of alcohol at all, and I only drank non-alcoholic cocktails. So for me, this is a sugary, citrusy, minty Caipirinha with no alcohol that is perfect for summer too. But it is different from gin tonic, because gin tonic is definitely clean and this one is way sweeter. So if you like sweeter cocktails, Caipirinha is something that might interest you. But there is of course mojito on their website and so many other ones. Like, for example, one of the most popular cocktails ever, and can you guess what that is? I'll help you. It looks super fancy and it tastes delicious. And what could that be? Of course, that is Pina Colada. And you guys, I actually enjoy Pina Colada because it doesn't smell too alcoholic for me. And actually in the 1950s in Puerto Rico, Don Ramon Lopez Irazi developed a delicious harmonized cream made from coconut. The product became known as Coco Lopez and was used for tropical dishes and desserts. In 1957, Ramon Marrero, a bartender at Puerto Rico's Carib Hilton, combined coconut cream with rum, pineapple juice and ice in a blender to create this famous drink. Victor Bergon of Trader Vic's borrowed Marrero's recipe and called it Bahia. To make a great pina colada, the trick is to use both light and dark rum, a dash of bitters and a little double cream. So I like how pina colada tastes, I like its flavor, I like how creamy it is. It is also not too alcoholic for me, which is another reason why I like it. But this fragrance is my least favorite from these 5 that I reviewed today, because on my skin it turns so sweet and coconutty. I mean, like, this is a coconut dream for those who love coconut. I'm not crazy about coconut, I was just very curious about this fragrance, and I really like how it smells on the paper. And also on the bottle there is actually the boozy element of pineapple prominent, but on my skin it turns into dusty coconut powder, which might be nice for a special occasion, but it is definitely not my go-to scent. However, this one, which is called Lavender Martini, is definitely one of the easiest fragrances to wear. It is simple, it doesn't smell of martini necessarily, which was the first alcohol I tried when I was 16 and I used to drink it with orange juice, but the idea of a lavender looking martini is like really teasing enough. And this fragrance smells so unique and strange. I mean, like, it smells of something very familiar to me. It smells clean, but at the same time it is sweet and sour and honey-like and sugary and citrusy. I mean, like, I really like to wear it to work. This perfume is interesting, like, honestly. All the other ones, they were pretty simple, but this Lavender Martini, just like the name, it's quite intriguing and light. So that's why I like to wear it to work, just because it's so aromatic. And actually, you can layer all of them and create your cocktail party, and you can do that with all their fragrances. I mean, like, that is so much fun to layer all perfumes. And I would like to know your feedback on today's video. Which of these 5 cocktails sounded most interesting to you? Please let me know your favorite cocktail in the comments below, and check out their website. If there is some fragrance that interests you, please let me know it, because I hope this is not my last library of fragrance video, and I'm looking forward to chat with you. Let me know your experience with this brand if you have some, and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see each other next one. Bye guys!